What's up, guys? It's Kadir Stonks back with another vid. Today's July 23rd, Friday, last day of the trading day till next week. Then I'm gonna go over the top percent gainers and the trade I took today. Um, so morning open, there was a good amount of plays. It wasn't a lack of plays. I'm not gonna lie. Last week, it's been pretty abundant amount of plays and opportunities. So NAOV, this one has got up 130%, 30 million shares. I mean volume traded. Has pretty publication of compelling steady results. So they probably have some medical equipment or medicine or whatever that they did some study on, and they got some results. Is maybe positive, negative. You'd have to go through press release, but it seems positive in the way people reacted to it and the move. 130%, it's a lot. And this did not occur all throughout the morning, as you can see. This just occurred literally in the last, literally maybe an hour ago. Like, it was nuts. So this is a nice trade, actually. This is a nice end of day, late panic news. I don't know when news got released. Oh, this is a day old news. So I guess I guess something happened that triggered this, and maybe it's linked to that news. Maybe it's there. Maybe the results were to be determined, or whatever. Um, so yeah, more late day volume came in, ran up, consolidated. This is a perfect, nice breakout right here. And then even if you miss this breakout, nice retest, beautiful retest actually, and then slowly comes back up. And then this, you just all you have to do is hold. All you have to do is just hold. Let me make my screen bigger. Yeah, all you would have to do is hold. And then right here, this is where it gets choppy a little bit, but still it's not that bad. It kind of holds like support area, makes new, it slowly grinds up and trades higher. Yeah, it's not a bad ticker to trade. Areas of resistance, not really significant. I mean, as you can see, these little of where volume bars were the most. So I would say 130-ish. So that's around like right here. This is where the area of resistance was. That's where the little bit of confusion of where this stock may go. But if you had proper risk management, this is not a bad trade at all. The next area is 160. That's around here. That's where the halts started occurring, and now it's pretty much it just topped out right here where this area huge volume was 170 million shares traded on this day, and that became, I guess, sort of a resistance area for it, or even this previous area. So not a great trade for the long. Next one, XBIO. I believe this is the one I traded today. Yeah, today no news really, but it had 3 days old news, but gap moved up 110% nonetheless. XBIO, yep, this is the one I traded. As you can see, it gapped up about like what? Didn't maybe 20, 10, 15%. Area of resistance right here, what, 250-ish. Another one, I'd say around 350-ish as well as 330. And as you can see previously, it can run, and it has air volume to move on. And here it gapped up a lot, and look at the range it had on this day. Went from like literally the open 3 to almost 580, almost 250, net change. As well as could this be a next tomorrow, Monday runner? Perhaps. As you can see, it tapped out right here back then at this area of where it gapped down and opened. So it might fill the gap if it has really, if they play it right. There's great news coming up in the next upcoming weeks. This could be reaching that gap up area. So today I decided to trade it because it was the best one that fit anything that I saw on the day. I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, pre-market and after hours made areas of resistance. I didn't catch it in the morning. Where I caught it in was in this special VWAP test area. So right here, as you can see, this would have been a nice entry. Retest runs up, perfect profit right here, and great risk reward. Um, I saw it right here. I did not enter right here. I wish I had. It's just that this area of just like grind and heavy volume traded, as well as these like, not making a clear indication of, okay, this is a retest, and it's going to keep moving on away from it. It just kept on hammering back down and dipped below this, but I should have used this VWAP and this higher low as a indication to get in a little bit earlier. Instead, I got in right as it was about to break. I think yep, I got in right around here. Right around like very late in the game. Yeah, I just wasn't too confident. I didn't want to end the week off red. I consider this a panic type of plan. I had the plan in mind, it's just that I didn't execute it right here. I kind of froze. And then right here, I don't want to do it anything because I kind of felt like this is FOMO right here. And so I just waited for a consolidation, kind of bought it on this like consolidation area and kind of just sort of took a scalp on this, really tapped out, got out, and I got out with a $13 net, $13 on the day, not bad, because I didn't end up red, but I consider this a fail forward. I consider this a fail on the planning, but a great thought that went into it on my behalf. Yeah, and then right here just kind of tapped out, and this right when it got up to here like 140% on the day, maybe even 160, and this was ridiculous volume. And as you can see, double topped, but still you can like it kind of looked like this. And so if you wanted to buy it and long it, it's tricky, It's one of those type of things. And so throughout the day, came back down, and now it's kind of sort of trading in this funky, like no clear indication of support, resistance areas, maybe higher lows, maybe a trend. Yeah, XBIO. I'm kind of happy with the way I'm thinking about these stocks. It's just that when I have that perfect risk reward, I should go in. But I want sometimes, it didn't have news on the day, and it was choppy when I saw it. Like, it's kind of coming down but dipping below where it's sort of supposed to break out, and so that was a funky way of looking at it. NWHM had news on the day, trading higher after news of merger. So it had a merger agreement probably with another company. Yeah, let's look into it. Okay, this is not tradable at all. It just gapped up. It just gapped up from 4 all the way to 890, and on the day on the intraday, all it did was choppiness, choppy, like just no volume. So really not useful at all. Next one, SCKT. That's another one I was looking at. It had news quarter. It had a quarter revenue release. So they released their quarterly paper of anything they want to release. As you can see, gapped up, but the reaction once the market opened was just downfall and pitfall. And there was area of resistance you could short it into. This whole area was like stuffy, gapped up, ridiculous, and yeah. Next one. NRXP. Let's see. I have news formulation shares. after company said it was validating the first commercial formulation of Zestimia avipatidyl for intravenous use, allowing for higher volume manufacturers with anticipated, okay, whatever that is, whatever the product is, or medical equipment, or medical anything, whatever it was. Mm, that was a press release on that. It reacted pretty good. It gapped up. Let's see. Um, as you can see on the daily, many areas of resistance. I did not like this. I was looking for this for a trade. I just didn't like all this area of resistance on the daily. So much area of resistance, as well as this is a little bit higher priced for me to trade it. Intraday, I saw it dip. I saw it right around here. I just didn't want to get into it because it was still sort of red on the day, and I didn't. I just found it that it was not a useful trade. The risk reward, you can always find the risk reward in anything you trade, because that's literally the basis of trading. You have to find risk area and where you thinking your potential reward is. But the whole strategy behind this would, I guess, the main factor is not there for it. It's not a multi-day breakout. It's not, it's not first green day. It's kind of multiple green days so far. How long? Let's see. Yeah, it's probably second green day on this stock, and it gapped up pretty strong. So, and it opened up red. I didn't like it. XBIO. I wish I traded it better. Let's go back to XBIO. Yeah, I wish I traded it better. As you can see, right here would have been an ideal entry level, especially right here on the retest right here. Kind of like went below it, but came back up and held it strong, and this would have been an ideal entry, as well as this would have been an ideal entry. It's just that I thought this area would be where shorts would pile up, and then it just hammers the stock down even more, because this kind of looks like an upside down cup and handle, as you can see. Yeah, but it ended up spiking with like it ended up spiking crazy. And so I kind of got in a little bit late, but I got my profits, got out. I didn't like where I entered, so I took my little profit and got out because it was a little bit overextended. I was waiting for it to kind of retest this area, but then it kind of retested it here on the wick, but I would never enter on this like sort of like downfall. And then the rest of the day, as you can see, it just kind of trading in this little bubble area of from 340-ish range to 460 range, from a dollar range right here. I could have made a dollar um on the move right here. If I entered around 370 and exiting around 470, that's in literally in a matter of 5, 10, 5, 6 minutes. It's ridiculous. I could have made like, what is this? Probably like a 30, 40, 50% return on my investment. Wow. Instead, I got in a little bit late, but I got my profits and got out. So that's another video, guys. Clear strong. Yeah, can't wait till Monday to be back, and hopefully there's more plays, and hopefully we stay consistent. So far on this journey, I'm learning that I'm a little bit more hesitant, and I'm really, I should be, Matt, I should equate risk reward a lot more than, than actually I don't know, like I should equate risk reward heavily more than other things, especially because sometimes you're not sure what's gonna happen. You're not really positive on what's gonna occur, and that's when you have that risk reward at the back of your mind, that hopefully that you can, like, use that to always back you up in your, I guess, longevity in this trading journey. Um, Yeah, that's the main thing. Risk reward is heavy, as well as how often your plan is right. Having that, if you're consistently, right on the trade, or you're profitable on a trade, that weighs in, as well as putting your risk reward on the table and weighing up those odds instead of like entering a little bit so late. Because this right here, risk reward is shit. And instead, I was like, man, I gotta make a trade. I gotta make a trade, and I made the trade, and I just felt uncomfortable in the way I did it, and so I just got off of that small gain. Yeah, I was just, yeah, and FOMO right here. You don't want to enter on FOMO, but yeah, having risk reward is better than entering on FOMO, I'd say, for the most part. Uh, yeah, guys, I'll be back next week for another video for Dear Stonks. Till then, see you guys, and thanks for listening.